Hey kids, it's time for another exciting episode of KWJUDAS.
The secrets don't last. You can't apologize, it won't change the past. Felt so powerful with your excessive pride. You don't have me to hide behind. I am your monster, the one in your fears. Give you chills, I'm the one you wish would disappear. I am your addiction, the lie you love to tell. I'm in your fantasy, you're under my spell.
Cece Censor here on KWJUDAS, Free Radio Provo.
That's me.
That's you.
That's me.
It is ye. Where do you come from and where are you going?
So I come from San Diego, California. But I guess if you're talking about where I came from yesterday, I was in Careless, New Mexico yesterday, and I will be in Twin Falls, Idaho tomorrow.
How long have you been on tour?
Good question. I've been on the road since September 15th, and my last show is this Saturday, so November 13th. So in total, it's 60 days that I would have been on the road.
Jesus.
It's like 8.5 weeks, yeah.
What in the hell made you want to do that?
Well, so it's going to sound even crazier because I did my first ever tour this year in the spring, and it was 45
so this
days.
Is 2 tours in 1 year.
Yeah, so in total, it's been over 100 days on the road on tour this year. And this is the first year I've ever toured before, so I was like, toured before, not torn. So
I like it. I got what you were saying.
Yeah, so like go big or go home, I suppose. But I'm so thankful that, you know, even with touring this time of year, that I did not come into a single snowflake.
Just wait.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I'm grateful. All I need to do is make it through Saturday, and then I would have avoided it completely.
They're close.
You made it through Utah with only a little rain.
Yeah, thank God.
So
thank God.
And it's kind of funny how I said we've only had a couple of touring acts this season for obvious reasons. And it's funny how almost every time, the few times we've had one, the weather sucks.
Usually.
This time it wasn't too terrible.
Yeah, no, it wasn't too bad at all.
But as I was telling you earlier, for November, this is actually pretty good.
See, and I was cold. I was outside, and I was like, I need a winter coat. It's cold.
I didn't bring a jacket.
No?
Yeah, look how
It's nice
scantily
outside.
clad
It's
the
nice
wizard
outside
is.
right now, I think.
It is for November. I mean,
Yeah,
we were just night
this is-
fishing
this
the other
is-
night.
This is
And
dank for November.
excuse me. These two were just over here the last weekend. We were out at like 2 a.m. shooting a video, and nobody needed a jacket or anything.
Nope.
That's
It was
awesome.
Pretty,
In November.
yeah,
in Utah.
exactly. It just
Like,
keeps
this is
getting
nice.
warmer and warmer. But there's no global warming.
Right, none whatsoever.
It's a myth.
I just don't know what happened to all the snow.
Or a glacier. Where'd it go?
Last I checked, coldness is usually what causes snow, and warmth is kind of what causes the lack thereof.
True story.
Hey, that was verified by a wizard, so that's been fact-checked, folks.
It has been. Double, triple stamp repeated, fact checked.
Indeed.
I got it notarized last week, actually.
Ooh.
So you just knew this was going to happen
Yeah, I'm
today, at this particular occasion. I think he has like one of those
I went
future
down to the notary and
radios.
was like, so I'm going to get asked this question in about a week. If warmth and, if warmth melts the snow and the ice, like, yep, they notarized that shit for me, so you're good.
It's a good thing you did that because I think it was up in the air.
There was some confusion about
I
it.
definitely wasn't sure until right
There was
now.
some confusion about
All right. Global warming has been proven. It's been notarized.
It's happening.
So for
Planet's
all
getting
you
warmer.
you flat earthers out there who don't believe in global fucking warming, we've got news for you. In fact, we've got a lot of uncovering to do
Yeah, some updates for you.
throughout this episode. But until then, let's have another song.
Yeah. Okay, so
And what was the name of that last song?
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
So the name of that first song was called Die For Me. It's actually the first song that I recorded and put out on the internet when I was maybe like 16 or 17 years old. It's based on a fictional story about someone who gets cheated on and then just wants to kill their ex. But fictional story. I didn't write that based on a true experience.
Somebody else did.
I swear it's based off of a 100% fictional
Well, you just
story.
read it in a Goosebumps book, and you're like, I'm going to write a fucking song about
It
that.
was again, it's going to sound weird and you can laugh at me if you
Judas.
want to, but it was like a random thing that like came into my brain and I was like, I should write a story about that, like like if this happened to somebody, but like it didn't actually happen to anybody. I mean, it happens to people all the time.
I was going to say it. I think it
Yeah.
has.
It happens to people all the time, but the inspiration specifically for that song, I wasn't picturing anyone specific. And I wrote
gotcha.
it.
That's
Just a
cool.
fictional story in my head.
It's cool that you're able to do that.
Thanks. I do a lot of that. I write songs based off of not real life events that are based off of mine or someone else, just kind of like things that I imagine and picture and then just kind of write a song based off of that.
Yeah, that's how you write.
Right.
That's how true writers write. So what's the name of this next one?
So this one's called I Love You More. It's really sappy. I'm sorry in advance.
Is it based on...
It is. This
okay.
one's based on a real story. It's
All right,
it's
then
about,
you do have to apologize for being sappy.
I do, yeah.
All right.
It's about being hopelessly in love with your best friend.
Oh.
I know.
Yeah, don't you hate that? All right. Well, I'm sure that everyone out there can relate to that, even if your best friend is a horse or a dog.
Oh, that I feel
Okay,
like
that got weird, Judas.
yeah.
That just got weird.
Everybody has a best friend.
Okay, Judas, are you telling us more information about yourself than you should be?
I have never had a horse. And I've never had... I had a dog for a short period of time, but not long enough to get that attached to him. So, no. This is based off her experience, not mine.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry, I
got
didn't mean
really
to make that
weird,
weird. This song is not about a dog or a donkey, folks. If your best friend is not a dog or a donkey, hopefully you can connect with this one. We have Cece Censor here on KWJUDAS Free Radio Provo.
You're my I know, how sappy, huh?
I've heard sappier. I'm a Neil Diamond fan.
Ooh, yeah. Then you definitely have heard sappier before.
He's saturated in sap.
That's
But he's
from
just got
climbing too many pine trees.
He's got such a vibrant baritone.
Yeah.
I just love it.
It sounds great.
He knows how to dish the sap.
He does. So I guess I should be happy that I'm at least not at that level yet.
Or should you?
Right, or should I?
You need full-on orchestral string accompaniment on the big moments, on the big parts. And maybe a brass section every now and then,
just to really
kind of accent, the big parts.
Really draw out the emotion that I'm trying to get.
Right.
That would do it.
I might know a guy.
Ooh, yeah.
When I say might, that's a big stretch.
I mean, might is still better than no, or like don't know, or never.
Okay, I know lots of guys.
Are you sure?
I know lots of guys. I know all the best guys.
All the guys. You have
all the guys. I have the best guys. Sorry, is it too late for a Trump reference?
No, absolutely not.
It's never too late for a Trump reference.
Are you sure? I think I heard about enough of that dude for the 4 years he was around. But I don't know if you're ever going to stop hearing about him.
If you heard, he's still around.
Oh, yeah, huh? He didn't just, go away.
No.
Neither did all the guys that are all about him.
Right. Yeah, no, they're still very much everywhere.
I think the whole thing
Unfortunately.
is a dramatic lack of peanut shells.
I mean, I love people, and I love them too, but, I mean, they're unwoke. They're blind.
There's something.
What's with this woke shit? I thought that if you were woke, then you knew about, Lady Gaga or something.
No.
Isn't that what we decided?
To do with music.
if you know what the Gucci game is,
it has nothing.
Then
Judas,
you're fucking woke, dude.
If you know Lady Gaga, you must be woke. Is that your theory?
Put that on a shirt.
Yes, it'll sell.
I'm Gaga woke.
It would.
I'm Gucci woke.
Gucci
there you
woke.
go.
Gucci woke.
God damn it! I hate all.
We should have another song. We should definitely have another song, I think.
Jesus, yeah, that's the only way to end this misery. I don't even know where else to take this fucking conversation. Let's have another song then.
Yeah. Do you want me to tell you what all these songs are about before I play them? Or
Absolutely.
The story's always good. We like a good story.
Yeah, we like
that.
That's the point of this.
Yeah. Cool. So this song is called Careless Summer. It's basically what it sounds like. Just, not,
Somebody named Summer who's really careless?
Yes, exactly.
What a bitch.
That's actually not what it's about, but it gives me a new song idea, though.
Well, you do a pretty good job at writing songs about these situations,
things that don't exist.
You didn't, that you just kind of created that you didn't experience. So
that's gonna make a great song.
Summer, what a lazy bitch, lazy Summer.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that, and I'll give you songwriting credit on the song.
Lazy, stagnant, fucking living with her parents at age 40. Summer.
That's good. I'm going to remember
moldy
that.
Toenails, eating bonbons, watching Drew Carey host his new old, what the fuck show does he? The Price is Right.
He does Wheel of Fortune now, doesn't he?
He does?
Summer.
That was oddly specific.
Just play the goddamn song or I'll just keep going.
I'll play it just for you.
KWJUDAS. Free Radio Provo. This is just for you.
And here's to all the stupidity from the people who act like you. And here's to all my friends. And here's to the times we didn't think of the people we'd screw, the trees who were drinking. Here's to those awesome nights. And I don't quite remember them all, but the nights I do remember I won't forget. We're singing la-da-da-da-da, We're singing la da 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 da. La da 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 da. And here's to the sleepless nights, all the Mary Jane smoke and alcoholic fights. Here's to all the love in our eyes. And here's to this living life with no regrets under the gloom in the sky. Here's to holding on for the ride. Oh, don't quite remember them all, but the nights I do remember I won't forget. We're singing la da 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 da. La da 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 da. We're singing la da 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 da. And la da 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 da. We're singing la da 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 da. And la da 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 da. We're singing la da 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 da. And la da 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 da. And here's to all the stupidity from the people who act like you and me. Here's to all my friends. And here's to all the stupidity from the people who act like you and me. Here's to all my friends.
I liked the woo. The woo was nice.
The woo is nice, is it not?
Always is nice. Always.
Mm-hmm.
I
Good
like
old
that
woo.
one.
Thank you.
It was delicious.
I also wrote that one when I was a teenager.
Oh, I thought you were a teenager.
How old do you think I actually am?
I can't answer questions like that on the air. Come on
Judas,
now. It's not
You
polite.
have to now.
Yeah, now you have to. It's a
Now you
serious
have to.
question.
Judas.
70-12.
70-12. That's not real.
Let me get some of those nuts before they're gone. Ah, come on, man.
You got to guess her age. Come on, bro.
I did.
70-12 is
a
not
number.
real.
Come on.
It is. Look it up.
It's
Let's
not.
be realistic.
There's
If you
a
want,
7,
if
a
you
0.
want D's nuts, you're gonna play the game.
These nuts.
You're gonna play the game.
Stick them in your...
Where your thumb is, and my butt.
I'll have to pull it out first.
Make room for some nuts.
Man, it's even at the very bottom with all the salty debris. You just
He's not gonna guess.
Lick off your
Apparently,
fingers.
there's no way.
Does anyone have a guess?
I fucking did. I don't know, below 30.
Yeah.
below 30?
Yeah.
I was gonna say 22.
Wow, thank you.
22 is still below 30.
22 is
That's
still
true.
below 30. Do you have a guess, Madame?
27.
Bing,
27.
bing, 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 bing. 27.
On the nose.
On the nose.
Yeah, when I was 27, I was out touring 100 fucking dates in 1 year.
Oh my God.
No,
I
you weren't.
don't anticipate me doing 100+ days, for every single year for the rest of my life. I would be dead. I would be
It's
dead.
the rock star lifestyle, man.
Oh my God. I would be dead.
Well, I mean, at least you went out with a bang. Doing
That's
what you
true.
love.
You
Hey,
right.
give me those nuts now.
Okay.
Ha!
I would miss my dog too much to be away from him for that much time in the year.
He's probably just
I
sitting
brought
there
my
chilling.
dog with me tonight.
He is. He really is. I asked my boyfriend, how's the dog doing? And he's like, he's chilling. Just sends me pictures of him like sleeping in his crate or sleeping on the couch. Literally, the dog like probably didn't even notice that I was gone.
He's probably sitting there like, you didn't write that song about me.
Right, probably not.
Unfortunately, my dog has the opposite. Like, if I leave for more than an hour, he'll eat his way out of the bathroom door.
Oh, my Lord.
He'll paw open the kitchen window and leap from it to escape. He's got separation
My
anxiety.
word.
What a nutsack.
He's more of a border collie Dalmatian mix.
So just super fucking hyper and
Yeah,
oh,
oh, yeah.
my Lord. So I used to work at a dog daycare for
high
a
anxiety.
living.
He was a rescue that was abused.
Oh,
and
no.
he finally found someone that loved him. And so when I leave, he freaks out. When I get back, he cries and like paws at me. And yeah, no, it's pretty epic. When I'm gone for just 2 hours, when I come back, his reaction is humongous.
Dogs can
He
be
tried
like
to rabbit me nephew. Tried to give him a roll drink from the behind.
He did.
We saw a lot of dogs in daycare that had horrible separation anxiety. Like, even from us, if we just met them, they were like, wait, I'm screaming until you come back. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
They need to make some sort
dog
of
has
a
that kind of
canine
separation
pacifier.
A canine path, they have those. They're like,
Oh,
they're
never
called like
mind.
chew toys.
Oh, that's not quite the same. Actually, I've seen a chew toy that looks just like a pacifier.
There you
so
go.
never mind.
There you go. Yeah.
Somebody beat me to it, damn it.
You can
I was
use
going
my
to say
dog right after the
Durpenshlee
show.
could make it. Fuck.
He's outside.
Was he the one that was barking at me when I was walking by the car?
Yeah.
I wanted to look at him to see what kind of breed of dog he was, but I didn't want him to think that I was like being threatening, so I didn't like stare at him for too long.
Oh
But-
no, he's very not aggressive. He's
I
the
figured
biggest
not.
sweetheart. He just gets excited when he's stuck in the car and
Oh
sees
yeah.
other people.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't scared or anything. I just didn't want to accidentally,
Yeah,
you know, trick him into like thinking that I was like a threat or something. But I wanted to look at him because I love dogs with a passion. Dogs are like
he's
my
gorgeous.
second love in
You'll
life.
get to meet him after the show. For sure.
You definitely don't want to look at him, though.
Wait,
Because-
what are you talking about?
Well,
That's
dogs.
Medusa. You're confusing my dog with Medusa. You don't want to look at Medusa.
Oh, no, I'm just going to say that if you look at a dog, you're just going to think you're a ghost.
Why would it think that?
Because ghosts always look at you funny. Think about it.
That doesn't make any sense.
Then,
Yeah,
okay,
I'm not
the reason
following.
people are scared of
Me
ghosts
neither.
is the way that a ghost fucking looks at them.
Uh-huh.
Like, if a ghost wasn't looking at you, he's like minding his own business, you probably wouldn't be that scared of the ghost. It's like
True.
doing fucking laundry or some shit.
Or
No,
reading a
like
book
a
in
ghost
the
turns
library,
around
like in
after he's doing laundry. You roll up on a ghost and he turns around and looks at you. You're like, fuck! If he just kept doing his laundry, you
Don't
wouldn't be
look at
scared.
him.
That's
Don't
all
look
I'm
at
saying.
him. Just don't look at him.
That's all I'm saying. Is a dog will think you're a fucking ghost if you look at him for too long.
I feel like I
'Cause
would
dogs
still be
know.
scared.
That's what's up. They see spirits and shit.
I would still be scared, I think, even if the ghost didn't look at me, because I just like wouldn't know what to do.
I couldn't help but maybe at least work up the gusto to be like, hey, what are you doing? And then when he looks up and he's like, doing laundry, I'm like, fuck!
And then you'd be doing laundry after you shat your pants.
Actually, I have Schlong Bob do that for me. Anyways, let's have another song.
All right.
We've been talking about ghosts and dogs way too fucking long.
We could talk about dogs forever, but we won't.
Well, I mean, I guess it's your show, but then you wouldn't get to play any music.
That's true. I wouldn't. I wouldn't get to play any music.
So what's the story behind this next ditty?
It's kind of just a song about, you know, wanting to be with somebody or something that helps you feel like home even when you're like away from home. So it's kind of the perfect song, you know, to kind of listen to when you're on tour and away from home because, you know, if you had that person with you or whomever or whatever, you would at least feel like, you know, you are home even when you're not physically home, if that makes any sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Like this one could be about your horse or your dog.
Right.
No, yeah, I was going to say that same thing. It's just like I take Wolfgang with me everywhere, and I feel like I'm home wherever I go.
Gross. Anyways,
Being home is not gross, Judas.
that's what you do with your dog.
What did you say you did with your dog earlier, if I recall?
I didn't say nothing with no dog. I just said I didn't have him for very long. I don't remember specifying why. If I did, I'm going to go back and edit it out. Another song.
Then I'll
how
go
about?
back and edit it in.
The name of this one?
Home.
Home.
I know it's appropriately named.
Cece Censor. KWJUDAS. Free Radio Provo. Thank you guys all for listening.
I'm sorry that all my songs are like super slow tempoed and about to put everyone.
Oh
in
no,
their
that's not a not a problem at all. But I was going to interrupt anyway and say welcome to the middle of the show.
Is it the middle of the show?
It's the middle of the show.
Well, it's a little past it, but close
Hey,
enough.
the show usually goes over, so it's still about the middle of the show. The middle of the show is not usually quite the middle of the show, folks. Just
This
so
is
you
the
know.
the
But
semi
we're in mid-swing here, and I have a wizard's useless fact for you.
I was just gonna ask.
Of course I have a wizard's useless fact for you. There's a company out there that's turning human bodies into coral reefs in the ocean.
How?
You can pay to have your body like that. It's like a deep sea burial. They put your ashes with mortar and make coral out of you.
With mortar.
Whatever it is they're making the fake
So it's
coral out
fake
of.
coral?
They make artificial coral. They make artificial reefs, and then the coral actually clings to them and grows on it. Like they're doing it all over the world because corals are dying.
That's some gangster shit.
And places where the temperature has adjusted to no, it's a thing though. They're making coral out of dead bodies.
You hear that,
Look it
folks?
up if you don't believe me. It's a thing.
So if you want to be part of today's ecosystem, donate your body to artificial coral. You know, if they can do that, they can probably put it in anything.
You probably pay to have it done. I don't think it'd be donating it.
Oh, fuck me.
I mean, you pay for any kind of burial,
you pay
bro.
I mean, come on. But we're building a fucking coral reef here.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you donate.
You think.
You're donating
right?
materials
You think.
to the construction of this new environmental endeavor. You know, does the mortar have to pay to be part of it?
Yes, it did.
That's
It got ripped from its home, from its family, cozy with all of its other little mortarlings.
That's fake news. I'm sorry, but that's fake news.
And it gets pulled way away and mixed with other mortarlings it is unfamiliar with, and then forced into place. Like, yeah, no, it pays the ultimate price. It is stuck there forever.
The bodies, yes, I can understand the bodies, but the mortar, no, I don't see mortar.
Build a wall so you don't have to see it, okay?
I just think mortar can. Actually, that's not a bad idea. We're gonna actually start taking bodies. If you want to pay to have your body ground
To
into
help
the
build the
cement
wall. Oh, jeez,
and put into my fucking wall, you can donate your body. No, you pay
You pay.
to be put into the fucking wall.
People would do it, man. They would.
No
Don't
shit.
give Trump that idea.
That's
Don't
evil.
give him that idea.
Evil,
That's how
evil,
he will
evil.
fund his wall.
Fuck me.
People
I wouldn't
like,
be
yes,
surprised
Trump,
if
I will pay to be part of your wall when I die.
a bunch of rednecks start killing themselves.
And that's how he's going to build his wall. So you
paying
stop
to
this.
have one more brick put in the wall, and they can say, "I literally am a brick in the wall."
I have all the people.
All in all, they'll all just become bricks in the wall.
I don't know how that conversation went that way, but there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
I think
another useless fact in the middle of the show brought to you by the Wizard.
Usually, when our conversations get that idiotic, it's the cue for another song.
Yeah, tell us about this next song.
Right,
So-
please.
I was the front man, front woman, whatever you want to call me. I don't care.
Front person.
Front person of a band back when I lived in Illinois, and this was a song that we wrote together. They did the
What was the name of the band?
Tattooed Memory.
You gotta. Oh wow.
Why you
That's
say
a
wow?
cool name.
I want to know more.
Oh, like you want to hear more about the band?
A little bit. What kind of music was it?
Kind of all over the place. So just to kind
That's
of give,
good.
yeah, just to kind of give you some examples. Like some of the covers we would do, they ranged from Linkin Park, Weezer, Flyleaf, Audio Slave. So just kind of whatever we liked, and each of our songs were a little bit different in genre sounding. So we had one that sounded like a little bit more heavy, like I don't know, like one you would like bash your head against the wall to, and then another one was more kind of like pop rocky kind of.
So you just did vocals, or did you do guitar?
Just vocals, which was
Okay.
super cool because it was the first time I had done any sort of music project without my guitar.
Right.
But it was cool because I got to, like work the whole entire stage and, jump into the crowd and do a bunch of cool rock star
And
stuff
be a
like
front
that.
person.
And be a
Yeah,
front person that I don't do with this thing.
I love all the bands I'm in, but I do got to admit it would be pretty fun to not have the instrument in your hands, so you can just freak the fuck out.
Yeah.
Judas.
And I still freak
You'd
the
be
fuck out
crazy.
as much. If I didn't have an instrument, I already damage something or someone or myself.
And does somersaults.
Even even with a fucking instrument in my hand. Anyways, so this next song.
Yeah.
Sorry, we got a little distracted.
That's okay.
But before we go to the next song, how long did the band last?
Not very long. The only reason why we didn't last longer was because I ended up moving to San Diego. But we were together for maybe about 6 or 7 months.
Oh.
Just because when I had met them, we worked together for a brief period of time, and they were new employees at the place that we all worked at.
Word.
And so they conveniently were looking for a lead vocalist, and I actually wasn't looking to join a band at the time, but I had said, I'll go to the audition. I'll kind of see how this works out. And I guess they really liked me. So from there, we, did shows and wrote songs. And at that time, I didn't know I was going to move to San Diego. It was pretty sudden and happened pretty fast, which is why we didn't last very long.
Right.
Is that a bacon tattoo on your wrist?
It is. It's my favorite food. I also, not that anyone asked, but I also have coffee tattooed on my arm because it's my favorite drink.
Nice.
Awesomely.
And the palm of your hand there.
Oh, yes. I have both of my palms tattooed, this tarantula and a mantis.
Oh, yeah. You were
that's
talking about
awesome.
that earlier.
We were how I
That's
hate
awesome.
mantises.
I was going
Right.
to ask about them, but then I was like, I'm going to save that for the show because, and that.
Oh, my Avenged Sevenfold tattoo,
that's
because
cool.
I'm a weeb, and Avenged Sevenfold is my favorite band in the whole entire planet.
On that arm, you got what?
You're a what?
A weeb.
The hell's that?
Like a nerd. It's
So
typically used in
nerds?
anime culture.
Listen to Avenged
yeah.
Sevenfold.
Yeah.
Oh,
Weeaboo.
sorry about all the shit I was talking about emo earlier.
Oh, I don't care. Avenged
Good.
Sevenfold's not emo. they're like, you know what? A lot of people describe them as like Chad music.
Chad!
And like everyone is like, I'm sorry. I'm like, don't apologize. I think it's Chad music too, but I still like it. So whatever. I don't care if they're a Chad band.
Gross.
Even on this guitar strap, you can't see it because it's behind me, but it's like my own small, like custom made Avenged Sevenfold guitar strap because I am a Avenged Sevenfold nerd. I don't care.
I'm not going to lie. I mean,
Lots of people don't like them.
as emo as they are.
Oh my God.
Okay, Judas.
Actually,
Okay, Judas.
we were talking about this before the show. I said all that knowing. I looked at your profile. I
Did
saw
you?
your Avenged Sevenfold shirt. I was like, oh, fuck, this is what we're dealing with.
That's okay. Whatever.
All right, I'll brace myself.
Whatever.
And you were also asked earlier if I've ever had a guest on that I just couldn't stand their music.
That's me now, isn't it?
I'm kidding. But you said that you would be, so at least you warned me.
Totally.
Right.
I did. I gave you a proper warning in advance.
So let's hear some more.
And I promise he's not over
Emo
here
Chad
responding to
music.
emails.
Since they're like your biggest influence.
Oh my God. They're not.
We're gonna.
Oh my God.
We didn't even ask her about her influences. How
That's
would
true.
You know?
Who knows if I would say Avenged Sevenfold just because I like them and they're my favorite
That doesn't mean it
band.
was an influence.
Right,
Come
that
on,
doesn't
Judas.
mean
We haven't
they were
asked her
an
that yet.
influence.
I mean, you can see it bleeding through. Oh wait, that's a. God damn it!
I'm not going to say it, Judas. Oh, and you just like knock the speakers over with
I
your
do
foot.
that at least once a show. Oh wow, what the hell? Sounded like we were in a balloon.
It did.
Without
Square
further
balloon.
ado,
Square balloon.
this next song, eh?
It's called Karma, but has nothing to do with karma. I think it has nothing to do with karma. It's just about not worrying about the stuff you don't know about in the future and just kind of living in the moment and having
not
a beer
worrying
and
about the past.
chilling out. And also not worrying about the past, yeah.
Indeed. Cece Censor, KWJUDAS, Free Radio Provo. Thank you all for listening.
Driving around the day away, having a hell of a time. Count on cash and grab some beers, and it's good. Now you're right, this is the best. Way to forget our worries on the rest of our lives. Being scared of the unknown. Cause we don't know and where this life is going to lead us. We won't take it slow, cause life's too short for us to be unsure of what we've known. I'm getting drunk in your car, so let's not worry tonight. So let's not worry tonight. So let's not worry tonight.
We have a little under 15 minutes left, so let's not waste any time and go right into another song, and then we're going to have a word from our sponsor, if that's all right.
Yeah. Let's see.
We're getting the telegram now from Durpenshlee.
So yeah, they do it with the
The
Morse code, the old. They do it telegraph style, so it takes a minute to come through, and it's coming through now, and we're translating it as they telegraph it through in Morse code.
That's usually why we can't really do it till the end of the show for the most part. Just for fucking ever.
They never give it to us in advance. They always wait till during the show to start sending it.
Right. So it's kind of a last minute thing. So what's the name of this next tune?
Living in the Good Light. It's a song I wrote about smoking weed and how I feel after smoking weed. That's it.
Nice. I want to hear this one.
That's the song.
It's not propaganda, folks.
She has nothing to do with the Green Party, okay?
KWJUDAS Free Radio Provo. Take it away.
On a planet so far away, and so far it doesn't touch our space. Authority not in my face, and we won't even ruin this parade. I'm sitting on the front porch with my friend, inhaling the blue to my cousin Sam, and meaningless conversations to be men in this party that never ends. And letting its days slowly pass by, and feeling at home in the blue sky. We never need to question why we always have a good time. We don't need anybody else, and we're happy just being with ourselves. We don't care about our wealth, and being independent gives us good health. And all I want is for us to feel complete. We stay making sure we have our wings. And want everyone to hear us sing. So wanna go back to reality. And just wanna stay lost in this blue dream. And as the day goes into the night, we stand as winners in this fight. And nothing's wrong in this life. And when you're in a state of mind.
Hey, Durpen Kid, what are you listening to there?
Just the new shit shingle from Gucci Gaga. It's called We Dream O Face.
Ah, Durpen Kid, you mean that song about falling in love with your best friend's horse?
Yeah, that's wait, what?
Yeah, Gucci Gaga game. It's about fucking a horse.
No, it isn't. You're lying.
Well, not exactly fucking a horse, but wanting to fuck your friend's horse.
That's disgusting. Why would you do that?
Why, to connect with all the other horse fuckers out there who might feel the same way, my boy. Really, about 90% of today's mainstream music has secret best friend bestial references.
Oh, whatever, Durpenshlee guy. That's fake news.
It's true.
No, well, what about the one from Lil Mingo's?
It's about longing for that feeling of your dog's breath against the peanut butter in your crotch while you're away from home.
Oh, how about Future Chain's latest single?
Cutting a poo log in half with a steady stream of urine.
Is there anything wholesome on the radio these days?
Why, yes there is. Here's Durpenshlee's rare compilation of unknown Neil Diamond classics. Sweet Caroline, my best friend's horse peed on my dog.
Oh, that's awful, Durpenshlee guy. Why is Durpenshlee always got to ruin everything holy?
Oh, kid, it's just the Durpen way. And remember, if it doesn't say Durpen, it's not Durpenshlee. All right, that was a word from our sponsor, and we have about enough time for 2 little baby songs or 1 big mommy daddy song.
How big is a big mommy daddy song?
I don't know, like 6 minutes.
Oh, okay, let's see.
That's not a very big mommy daddy. That's like a, I don't know, maybe a prepubescent
That's
teenager.
an uncle song.
I think I'll just do the one.
Something just got disconnected. All right.
Disconnected.
What is the story behind this ditty?
Yeah, so this song is called Regrettable Tattoo Decisions.
That's the name of the song?
That's the name of the song.
That's great. I'm sure this will connect with more people out there than any of them.
So I wrote this song because of a tattoo that I got that I regretted. So it's, written off of my own personal true story. I still have the tattoos. It's actually 2 of them. Eventually I will get them covered up. Eventually.
You're going to tell us what they are, right?
You'll hear it in the song.
Oh, I have to pay attention.
You do have to pay attention.
Ah.
You literally only have to pay attention to the first line.
Judas, you can
And that's it.
Now you can pay attention because you're done translating the telegraph coming from Durpenshlee and Morse code, so you don't have anything else to do, so you can actually pay attention. Come on.
You're right. For once, I'm finally going to pay attention to a song on this show. All right. What the fuck did you just say about this song?
Oh, yeah. So it's just about
A regrettable tattoo.
Yeah, regrettable
Okay,
tattoo,
yeah. I remember that part.
Basically.
Try to keep up.
But that's really
Okay, I'm paying attention now. Now that the show's almost over.
right.
Sorry,
But that's
I'm
about
kind
it,
of a
really. I don't know another person that's written a song about this before. So if you
If
do,
Avenged Sevenfold hasn't, then
right,
I'm pretty sure no one else would.
that's right. You're right. You're right.
Maybe the used.
They used.
Oh, Christ. All right. I'm sorry. The dirty little secret about tattoos
Yeah.
that you regret.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on.
I had a question, but I'll ask it
You
after
should
this
just
song.
start
Is it
playing
about-
to shut him up.
Is it about Is it about do I have more tattoos than I regret than just
Do you have
the
an
two?
Avenged Sevenfold tattoo?
I do.
Is that the one?
It's right. No, it's not about this one.
We already saw.
It's not
the
about that
Sevenfold
one.
tattoo.
That's
We
just what I was
already saw
assuming.
that
If it ever becomes a regrettable tattoo, I will for sure write a song about it.
You'll have to send it to me.
I will.
Okay, great.
I will.
one. The tattoo.
Send
You
me
want
the
me to
tattoo.
send you the tattoo?
Yeah.
Yes.
When you get it removed,
Have it-
I want
have
the
it
fucking
scalped
tattoo.
from your
Yeah, I'll
arm and
slice
sent
it
to
off
him.
prison style
Yeah.
and then send it to you in a frame.
That's
I'll
what
take
he
it.
means by when
Yeah.
you have
Look
it
at the
removed,
stuff I
send
got
it to
hanging
him.
on my wall here, man. You don't think I would hang that up?
You know that?
I totally would.
There are some people when they die, if loved ones want their tattoos preserved,
Yes, I
they
know.
can do
Yep.
that.
Do they have to pay for it?
They do.
I want.
Damn. Is there any way I can die without paying for it?
No.
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 No, Judas.
I'm,
Yes.
Yeah, you can get eaten
Yes.
by animals.
If you swam out to the ocean and got ate by sharks, you would die for free.
Yeah, any animal.
Actually, no. Your family would still probably pay about $10,000 for a funeral for
Yeah,
you. Actually,
probably.
That's on
it
them, though.
Still
That's
would
up to
cost
them
money
what they
for you to
wanna
die.
do.
That's true. You wouldn't have to pay for it.
And then that empty
once
casket
you're
they put
dead,
in the
you don't-
ground that cost them another $3,000.
I want my grave to be at the bottom of the ocean.
You want to be coral?
You want to be coral?
No,
Is that
I
what
want
you're
them to
saying?
put a fucking grave down there. I want my whole fucking funeral procession to go on.
to be underwater.
Yeah, with
They
a
should all
bunch
be
of
diving
mermaids
bells.
and Sebastian. And he's going to be
Oh,
conducting
dude,
the orchestra.
You want Sebastian there?
A little fucking crab. And it's going to be
Under
Weird Al
the sea.
Yankovic's polka band
Under the
being
sea.
conducted by fucking Sebastian the crab. I've already got it all planned out.
He's been thinking about this for a long time.
Well, I dream about it. You're like at your own funeral. Doesn't anyone ever dream about that?
I don't.
Your own funeral?
I have.
Mine's under the sea.
Under the sea. And
Oh.
Sebastian is playing.
And Weird Al's
Conducting.
polka band is, yeah.
Weird Al's polka band is playing.
Yeah,
What song are they playing?
a lot of shit. They take requests.
This is
on
what they're
this one.
playing.
Right, this-
Let's hear it.
They play Linkin Park and Avenged Sevenfold and but they're polka covers.
I'm for it. Do I get invited then?
If you're
that's
still
the case.
alive when I'm dead,
All right.
yeah. If you
All right.
come to my funeral, then fuck yeah.
And
All right.
if you're scuba certified, because it's under the sea.
That is
All
going to
right.
be a thing too.
Okay. I can do that. I can.
Hell yeah.
All right, let's hear this song, please.
Yeah, we're getting too distracted once again. Here is the final last finale by Cece Censor.
It's the second last finale.
It's the second last finale. Oh, this is the last song? Shit. Okay, Cece Censor, the name. That was what I was going to ask.
Oh,
Before we
Lord.
get into the very last song,
You're gonna laugh at me.
I just want to know what's behind the name.
You're gonna laugh at
We're
me.
laughing at ourselves.
We've laughed at
so-
you this whole time.
Yeah.
I know. That's okay.
No,
I
we're
welcome
laughing
it.
with you. Come on.
So, but and even with this last song too, it's like perfect for you to laugh at me also with that. But so the name Cece Censor came from when I was a kid. You know how there was like emo kids and what have you. We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
they're
I
still
was
around.
a weird brand of alternative kid called a scene kid.
Ah.
And so, of course, my little sceney weenie self was like, I need a scene name. All these people online have scene names. So, of course, I went on Google and typed, like, how to create a scene name. So they had said one of the things that you needed to do was have the first name, the first initial of your first name and the first initial of your last name be the same. So Cece is just shortened for my legal name, which is Cecilia. So Cece is something that people call me just in normal everyday life. Even
You
though-
already went by that.
Yeah, I already went by that.
Right.
So then I needed a last name, and I was like, okay, so what last names can I come up with that sound cool and edgy, right? So I was like, so I can be Cece Cemetery or Cece Censor. Those were the two that I came up with. So I ended up going with Cece Censor and then changing, you know, my profile on MySpace and Facebook and everywhere, you know, to that name, so everyone would know me by that name because I was, you know, trying to be a scene queen or something.
So what made you, I guess, come up with the word censor?
No idea.
Especially when put up against the word cemetery.
Right. I have
Of
no
all
idea.
other things that
Judas
could
would have
go-
picked cemetery.
No, I think that's a little too fine of a point, you know.
maybe I just didn't want something like too dark, you
Right.
know? So maybe that's why I defaulted to Censor. I also felt like there was more of like a flow to it,
Word.
you know? So
It
then
does have a better flow.
yeah. So people just started calling me that. You know, people still to this day think that that's like my genuine last name. You know, even though I'm like, how would that even be a last name? But so that's just kind of what people called me for a really long time. And then when I started writing music and putting it up on the internet, I still wanted to be in like that sort of scene persona. So I uploaded, you know, covers that I did and stuff like by Cece Censor.
Right.
So then when I started doing shows, that's what I went by until eventually it kind of just stuck. And then we're just here now. So really the alternative scene truly never leaves.
Indeed.
That's the moral of all of this, really.
So why don't you go ahead and tell people where they can find your music now?
Yeah, so you can find my music on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, YouTube, Cece Censor, so CECE, and then Censor.
CECE Censor.
Yeah, so you can find that there.
All right. Let's have our final finale, finally.
Finally.
For the 45th time. Cece Censor, KWJUDAS, Free Radio Provo. Thank you all for listening.
Brought to you by Durpenshlee.
I tattooed my last broken heart. I'll never do that again. I can shake the feeling off my mind. I can't shake it off of my skin. And I'm stuck with finding the best way to cheaply cover that shit up. I tattooed my last broken heart. I'll never do that again. I'll never do that again. I tattooed my last broken heart, not thinking of the consequence that we may not be together like I thought we would be in the end. So please take my advice, don't do it the same as me, or else you might be the one taking these words and singing. I tattooed my last broken heart. I'll never do that again. Can shake the feeling off my mind. I can't shake it off of my skin. And I'm stuck with finding the best way to cheaply cover this shit up. I tattooed my last broken heart. I'll never do that again. I'll never do that again. I'll never do that again.
We'd like to thank you all for joining us on another exciting episode of KWJUDAS on Free Radio Provo. We now return you back to our regular free radio programming.